Hey guys, how's it going? So today I am going to play a few games with my Lady Quarterdin deck. I've made a few alterations from the way that I had it already. Obviously, if you guys watch my arena games and my normal constructed games, I've uploaded about, I would say, 4 hours of just unvoiced constructed play with my Lady Quarterdin deck over the past month or so, maybe over the past 2 months, because for the past 2 months I've been playing this deck a lot, and each month for the past 3 months I reached rank 5 with this deck. Sometimes I play in between with, like, let's say the lockdown warlock deck that I have, but for the vast majority of the times I play with the Lady Quarterdin deck, since I really enjoy this deck at the moment, and in my opinion it is actually one of the most powerful decks in the current ladder. How it is with the new Cthulhu decks, this thing pretty much beats each and every deck out there, except of course like rush decks like Face Shaman and Face Hunter, also known as No Skill Hunter. Those decks do pretty well against my Lady Quarterdin deck, simply because the Lady Quarterdin deck is a little bit slow. It's not very slow, but it is slower to get your guys out onto the field than Face Shaman or a No Skill Hunter. So of course, if you have a deck that is slower than those two types of decks, the Rush Shaman or the Rush Hunter, then you are probably going to lose, because you will be dead by turn 5 or turn 6 when you go up against those decks. And one thing that I made, or one change that I made, is I removed Sludge Belcher. So in all of the constructed gameplay that I have already uploaded, you will see that the deck is a little bit different. I have 2 Sludge Belchers, or I used to have 2 Sludge Belchers in here, and I also used to have 2 piloted Shredders in here. So I used to have 2 5-drops and 2 4-drops in here also. But I removed those 4 cards because I had 2 of each. And then I put in 1 additional Steward of Darkshire. I put in 2 Silverhand Regents. And I put in additional anti-killbot. So this will give me a little bit more healing, because like I said, this deck struggles against any rush decks. So putting in the 1 extra anti-killbot will definitely help. But the Silverhand Regent is actually pretty good, since the entire deck depends on you getting Silverhand recruits. So I did also think about putting in another Stand Against the Darkness instead of a Silverhand Regent, but that would make the deck even slower, since the mana curve, if we look at the mana curve, at around turn 3, all of my cards start coming onto the board. So if I put in another 5-drop in the place of a 3-drop, then the deck gets even slower. So I really don't want it to be too slow. So I am going to play the deck as is, like this, and just remember, like, if you play this deck and you run into a lot of Rush Shamans or Rush Hunters, then just maybe remove 2 of these Silverhand Regents and put in 2 Sludge Belchers, since the 2 Sludge Belchers will be good against Rush Shamans and Rush Hunters. So it just depends. We will see. If I play a few games now and I encounter a lot of Rush Shamans or Rush Hunters, then I will put in 2 sludge belchers once again, since that is how the deck used to be. But in my opinion, the Silverhand Regent is better than the piloted Shredders which I had in here, simply because obviously it synergizes with the Quartermaster. So let's give it a go like this, and I think we should be able to do pretty well.
Liadrin versus Liadrin!
My hammer burns with holy fire. Holy fire is my middle name.
Okay, so we will try to get earlier cards than these. Even Keeper of Uldaman is right in the middle of my mana curve, you could say. So it's a mid-game card, but I will keep it since it's actually a pretty damn good card. If he plays a huge card, then we can make it smaller with the Keeper of Uldaman. So I guess we will keep this and just hope that we can get some cards from the upper 50% of the deck. By the way, I am thinking about doing a video to basically be like a guide to show you guys how to get the Lady Quarterdin hero, like the skin in World of Warcraft. So it will basically just like involve being like a hour, maybe hour and a half video that will show you guys the method that I used to get the hero, and I got it in like 2.5 hours basically, but I will see if I can maybe edit the video down slightly, just to make it a little bit, how can I say, shorter and more concise, but I will see. So basically you guys can look forward to me doing a little bit of a guide pretty soon that will show you guys how to get the Lady Quarterdin hero, since it's actually a pretty cool hero and it is actually free. You can get this for free, so it's actually pretty cool. Okay, so we will run that in there and then we will play Elder Peacekeeper, since if that gets hit by the Avenge, then it's really cool, since we can then use or we can reduce its attack to 1. Now, if you attack that in there and the Get Down pops up and the Avenge lands on that, then it's obviously not good, but let's see how it goes.
That is incredible.
Hopefully it lands on that guy. Come on, land on that guy. Oh, okay, so he doesn't even have it, so we will just reduce that guy then. Okay, competitive spirit is a little bit bad, but we will still be able to get a lot of value using consecration. Okay, so we will do that. And play this guy. Also, by the way, you might hear a little bit more background noise or than usual, because it's actually raining pretty damn hard right now, so I will try to remove that background noise, if there is any background noise in the edit when I edit this video, but just be aware there's not much I can do about the background noise if there is a lot of it due to the rain, of course. So far it's going relatively good. Holy shit, okay. Now it's not going good because I don't really have a way to deal with that big guy. Quartermaster will obviously be good but that's probably not even going to be enough to stay alive. But in my opinion, Quartermaster will be better than Eldor Peacekeeper right now. So let's play the Quartermaster.
To arms, men! The battle!
Attack that in there. Okay, come on, Avenge. Oh, this guy doesn't even have a single Avenge in his deck. You don't see that a lot. And then run that in there, run that in there, and run that in there. Okay, so that actually went much better than what I would have expected, because this guy, it seems, doesn't run Avenge in his deck. Unfortunately, if I don't get anti-kill bot right now, then I lose. Okay, so yeah, I lose. There's basically nothing that I can do about that, because anti-kill bot would have been the only thing that could have possibly saved me there.
Liadrin versus Magni!
My hammer burns with holy fire.
Okay, we will go with these cards. I traditionally don't like Eldor Peacekeeper in the opening hand, but it's okay, we will keep him. I'm sure there will be some kind of a target that we can use him on. Maybe like a Quarterdin Elite or something like that. So this is an incredible opening, a really powerful opening. Okay, unfortunately he has the fiery wind axe. Not a lot we can do about that.
Burn! Reporting for duty. Let the pain speak to me.
Okay, we will just create another guy and send all of them to the face.
Armor made to fit.
Okay, we will shut down that guy very quickly.
The battle! The battle!
Okay, so it's going pretty good so far. We just hope that he doesn't have another fiery war axe. By the way, I have said this before, like I think in one of my previous videos, and then also a few times in the comments on my videos, since I'm pretty active on the comments of my videos also. I will not be playing standard games, like basically ever. I will just continue to play wild games, since standard, in my opinion, is a worse mode, since it really limits not only the skill of the players, since you limit the options that a normally skillful player would have to kill his opponent, but it also limits the fun, because obviously there's not as many options and possibilities for crazy stuff to happen in standard, so it's a much more dull kind of experience. So I will not at all be playing any games in standard. I will just be playing wild games. So I was hoping to get a quartermaster here, but it's not too bad. We will just go ahead and do this.
The battle! The battle! The battle! The battle! The battle! Reporting for duty.
Okay, we will play this guy, I think. Yeah, Dr. Boom will be pretty good, I think.
Do you have the artifact?
Okay, Justicar True Heart will allow us to get constant value, which is very good.
Welcome to the Grand Tournament, champion.
And in order to stop him from killing my Justicar True Heart, should I play Eldor Peacekeeper here? I think it will be pretty good, although that's not a huge threat. No, I don't think I should. I think I will rather do this. I would much rather save the Eldor Peacekeeper for something that is a little bit more threatening than the 3-5. Okay, we can start getting value with the Steward of
Back to
Darkshire.
your homes.
Reporting for duty.
Oh, that's extremely good.
The battle!
Okay, Silverhand Regent is good.
Well met.
The battle! The battle! Reporting for duty. The battle! Reporting for duty. So many choices.
Holy shit, where are my quartermasters hiding? I really want to get a quartermaster. So I will use Keeper of Uldaman on one of these guys, probably.
None may steal our
The battle! The battle! The battle! The battle! The battle! Reporting for duty.
Okay, finally.
To arms,
Reporting
men!
for duty. To battle!
Holy shit, he's running 2 brawls. That is not awesome, but fortunately I still have the second quartermaster and I have an archfifra farm, which I can use to kill my opponent.
Put this apple on your head. Well met.
To battle! Reporting for duty. Reporting for duty. Reporting for duty.
And fortunately he has used both of his revenges, so it's not like he can do a whirlwind and then kill my entire board. Okay, equality doesn't help me at all.
Reporting for duty.
Welcome to the Grand Tournament, champion.
Okay, now equality helps me a little bit.
Reporting for duty.
Okay, so he's probably going to play Grommash Hellscream in the next turn.
Reporting for duty. To battle! I'm almost out of cards.
I can wait.
There's the Grommash Hellscream. And fortunately I have the answer for that. Okay, lay on hands I can play in the next turn.
Reporting for duty. I'm out of cards.
Okay, equality consecrate is very good. I think I will play lay on hands and then the hero power, and then in the next turn I can do equality consecrate.
Should I?
Yeah, or I could just do equality right now. But no, I don't want to do that.
Reporting for duty. To battle!
Okay, so I pretty much 100% will win this, just as long as he doesn't get some crazy legendaries like Deathwing or something like that to clear my board.
Reporting for duty.
You dare challenge the daughter?
Okay, well that certainly qualifies as a crazy legendary, as I said, but fortunately I draw the consecration. So we play Eldor Peacekeeper on that guy, obviously. And then that, and then use hero power once again. Fortunately, this is like the most powerful hero power in the entire game once it's upgraded. And you can keep getting value with it into infinity. So we will do that, and we will do that.
The battle! The light purges!
Okay, and I think that means we win. I have 9, 11, 12, 15, 19 damage. Okay, so we don't win quite yet. But I will win the long game, so I don't really need to rush it at all.
Warning!
So we put that in there, do that,
The battle!
and just shut down the board so that he can't do anything at all. And then we play that. Yeah, so I knew as soon as he played his Grommash and I was able to shut down his Grommash, I knew from then I would be able to win, since this deck has so many things. Like, he played 2 brawls and he actually got a lot of value from those 2 brawls, but even though he did that, I still had my other Quartermaster and I still had the Archfifra farm with all of the zombies. So basically against this deck, my Lady Quarterdin deck, you have to shut down the board and wipe the board like 5 times just in order to be able to win, since I have so many comeback mechanics. So even against a control warrior like that, I pretty much constantly had the board, which is actually pretty damn good to be able to achieve that against a control warrior like that.
Liadrin versus Jaina.
You asked for it. My hammer burns with holy fire.
Okay, Zombie Chow in the opening hand is always good, and True Silver Champion in the opening hand is also pretty good, and Knife Juggler is also good. Stand Against the Darkness is actually a late game card. I would much rather prefer to have Muster for battle instead of the Stand Against the Darkness, but it's okay. I'm already pretty happy with the fact that I got Zombie Chow in the opening hand, since if I don't get a Zombie Chow in the opening hand, then I will almost always pass my first turn. Unless I get like the coin, then I can coin Knife Juggler, but I wouldn't do that against mage normally. Drawing the second True Silver Champion isn't all that good, but I shouldn't really complain. Holy shit, fire blasting that guy. This guy must be a very slow deck, like maybe a freeze mage, but he's really playing it slow. He kept one of his cards, that one, he kept that one, so that must be something like a mana worm or something like that, something that he actually would be happy keeping. And I think Mana Worm or Frostbolt is probably the only things that I would normally keep in Mage, if I am Mage. So we got pretty lucky with the double hits on the Knife Juggler there, but it's not the end of the world. Anything that he plays now, like let's say Flame Waker, I will be able to deal with my True Silver Champion, luckily. Yeah, this guy is playing it extremely slow. Okay, True Silver Champion.
Be purged.
Tazdingo! Yes!
Okay, we can hit that thing with one, or kill that thing with one hit, which is good. And then we can use our hero power, and then maybe in the next turn we will consider using Quartermaster, depending on how the board looks. I don't want to commit too much to the board because he can use Flame Strike in the next turn. Now, unfortunately, if he plays Doomsayer and Frost Nova, then I don't have a way to deal with it. But we will just hope that he doesn't have that combo. So we will do this, make the board a little bit bigger.
Reporting
Be
for duty.
purged.
Not mine.
And if I keep the board just like this, he will be dead in 2 or 3 turns. So there's really no use for me to play the Quartermaster right now. But if I do play the Quartermaster, then he has got... Okay, so he deals with it with a Flame Strike. I almost wanted to work out how much damage I would then have on the field, but that is not even necessary. So let's do this and this. And then in the next turn I can get a shitload of guys with Divine Shield on them, which is obviously very good against mage, since they can then play Flame Strike or whatever AoE that they want, and they won't be able to kill it. Okay, this is actually also a pretty good combo.
Put this apple on your head.
Reporting for duty. Reporting for duty. Reporting for duty. Reporting for duty. Reporting for duty.
Okay, that's good.
The battle!
Even though Knife Juggler was quote-unquote nerfed by reducing his attack from 3 down to 2, Knife Juggler is still extremely powerful. And I mean, just now when I played him and I played the thing that summons 5 of these guys, Knife Juggler basically was a 2-cost minion with 2 attack and 2 HP that dealt 5 to my opponent. So it's really still an extremely powerful card. So here we just do this, and I have 15, 16, 17 damage right now. So I will just do this to be safe, and the rest of them I will run into his face. Holy shit, I don't know if you guys can hear it, but my the windows at my house are actually vibrating from the thunderstorm outside. So it's really coming down hard right now. Okay, Flame Strike, that's not too bad. Archviefra farm will be able to seal the deal.
The supreme archaeologist.
And one thing that you will notice is that I will, like basically 99% of the time with this deck, I choose a Mirror of Doom, since it's just overall so much better than anything else, because I could choose Timepiece of Horror right now, but considering that he hasn't played a lot of duplicates, he's only played 1 duplicate so far, so considering that, this might be a Reno mage, so he might have Reno Jackson. So I would much rather play it safe and get the 100% guaranteed win by getting Mirror of Doom instead of Select of Horror, then like getting screwed over by a Reno Jackson.
I am undefeated.
Okay, so I will play that and play that.
Grand tournament champion.
He has already wiped a very good board twice with Flame Strike, but even though he has done that, I still have so many monsters. I have still got Dr. Boom, I've still got Mirror of Doom, I've still got another Quartermaster, so that's just one thing that I really like about this deck. No matter how many times the opponent wipes your board, you will always have another answer. Wow, this is a very strange mage deck. I really don't have any idea what kind of a win mechanic I could say this deck has. Maybe he has Alexstrasza somewhere in his deck, and then he plans on just like doing Alexstrasza to the face and then double fireball or something like that, but unfortunately for this guy that's not going to work out.
What to do?
You're in trouble now!
Wow, this is an extremely weird mage. I really haven't ever seen a mage like this. So yeah, I pretty much win. I would have won if I took the timepiece of horror, but as I said, you should think ahead and not just think in the moment. Like, if I took the timepiece of horror and my opponent had Reno Jackson, then there would have been a very big chance that I could have lost, since then he could have had so many more turns to come back, since he would have then been on 30 HP obviously. So he's just BMing me a little bit right now. So I will just wait a little bit and let's see what we get from the lay on hands. Didn't draw the Quartermaster. If I really needed the Quartermaster, then I would have been pretty upset right now. And then run that in there, run that in there, and then we just wait a little bit.
Quarterdin versus Jaina.
You asked for it. My hammer burns with holy fire.
Okay, this is an amazing opening. Obviously those two cards I'm going to keep 100% of the time. Consecration and Equality I could keep if I really wanted to, but I think I'm only going to keep the Equality. Since if he plays something big like a Water Elemental, then Equality will be really good against it.
I'll show them. I'll show them all.
Okay, so we are obviously going to hit that in there, and I think then playing Master for Battle will be pretty good. So let's go ahead and do that first. Then play that, and it is Counterspell. I was actually hoping that it would be Counterspell, since he gets so little value from Mad Scientist then. Okay, Master for Battle will be good here.
The battle Reporting for duty.
Burn.
Someday I'll be just like you.
Okay, that didn't go too bad. And well, options. I think just playing the Silverhand Regent right now will be pretty good. Obviously hitting that guy in there.
Options,
And I
options.
think that's not too bad. Mages traditionally don't really have a lot of stuff that you can do a good outdoor peacekeeper on, so if I wanted to get a little bit more tempo, then I could play the outdoor peacekeeper on that guy.
Burn.
So obviously I hit that in there, and then the only choice is, do I play this one or this one? I think playing this one will be good.
Well met.
Okay, so hopefully the thing will hit that guy. We can only hope.
Put this apple on your head. Put this apple on your head.
Follow the rule.
Okay, that's actually better. Okay, so far he has gotten, I think, 4 mana bonus thanks to his Sorcerer's Apprentice. Okay, let's see if it can hit.
Put this apple on your head.
Reporting for duty.
Ah, unfortunately I have to take 4 damage. Sometimes a knife from the knife juggler is so very important. Okay, I will hit this guy into the face, almost definitely, since that gives me a chance to kill the armorsmith with my weapon next turn.
I serve the Fire Lord.
Wow, that is extremely surprising to me, because I would have almost 100% thought that he would have wanted to play the fire or the frostbolt on my face, since that would stop me from killing his flamewalker. So I definitely think that was a mistake. I would most certainly have played the frostbolt onto my face instead of onto the knife juggler. Okay, so fortunately I have a quick and easy way to deal with Archmage Antonidas, just by simply doing that and that. And then we play the Steward of Darkshire. Hopefully now he doesn't have two fireballs in his hand. We obviously know that he has one of them, but hopefully he doesn't have a second one. And then hopefully I can draw one of my 3 healing stuff, like anti-killbot or lay on hands. Okay, so he does have the second required fireball.
Leandrin versus Valera.
Watch your back. My hammer burns with holy fire.
Okay, we will keep the Eldar Peacekeeper. And those 2 cards won't help me really until I'm basically dead, since hopefully this isn't like a rush rogue, like a mech rogue or something like that. Then hopefully I will be able to stay alive until turn 5. It seems that it's a N'Zoth rogue. N'Zoth rogues are very popular at this stage.
Reporting for duty.
Well met.
Death does not scare me.
Put this apple on your head.
Reporting for duty.
Purged.
Reporting for duty.
My eyes are open.
Okay, 2 value from my Quartermaster, that's pretty good. It will help me to get a lot of board control.
To arms, men! To battle!
Come on, pull something big. Big, 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 big. Okay, that's not at all good.
My shield for Argus!
Okay, fortunately I will be able to get very good value from the consecration here.
To battle! To battle! Reporting for duty.
Basically the thing against a N'Zoth rogue is that you should just try to kill the rogue before turn 10, because as soon as the N'Zoth rogue is able to get value from playing N'Zoth, then you're really probably going to end up losing the game, since N'Zoth is such an incredibly powerful card. It's like even more powerful than Archfever Farm, since Archfever Farm just gets you a whole bunch of 3/3s, but N'Zoth can potentially get you a shitload of like strong stuff, like even stronger than just a bunch of 3/3 stuff.
Duty calls! To battle!
So we should be able to kill this guy before turn 10.
Funnel cake.
Okay, we are relatively close to lethal. We have 7 on the board at the moment, and I really don't think that he will be able to fight back against that 7.
To battle!
I get it.
Okay, so that was relatively easy. Just basically rush down the N'Zoth rogue, and then they really can't get any value from N'Zoth, since basically their entire strategy kind of is just playing a lot of cards that have death rattle, like Loot Hoarder, Undercity Huckster, Death Lord, Infested Tower and stuff like that. And then at the end of the game, when they get turn 10, they just play N'Zoth, and you are absolutely obliterated by all of the stuff that N'Zoth then summons.
Leandrin versus Jaina.
You asked for it. My hammer burns with holy fire.
Okay, this is a really good opening, to be honest. Elder Peacekeeper. I think we can probably... No, I don't want to keep him. No, let's throw away him. And let's hope for a big weapon like True Silver. Steward of Darkshire is also really good, because that potentially allows me to go Steward of Darkshire into Muster for Battle, which is amazingly powerful. Okay, so here I will play this, since that will probably force him to run his guy into it. And if not, if he plays something else, then I will just coin Consecration.
Powering up. Portals online.
Okay, so he chose to not kill the... that probably was a mistake. Let's hope we get one hit on there.
Duty. Reporting for duty.
Come on, come on. Okay, we didn't get one hit on there, but I will run this in there in any way. Okay, so that was actually pretty good. Leaving up the Knife Juggler meant that Knife Juggler was turned into a 2/2 for 2 mana that dealt 3 damage immediately, so that's extremely good. Okay, so it is pretty clear that this guy is a mech rogue, so we should try to kill his mech warper.
The battle.
Okay, so we can run that in there and just make that thing very weak, and then do that. And then in the next turn we have the combo of Steward of Darkshire with Muster for Battle.
Burn. Back to your homes.
Reporting for duty.
Wow, this is actually a really old school mech mage. You really don't see these guys around anymore. So I will hit that in there, play Consecration, and then just run my guys in there.
The battle. The battle. The battle. Reporting for duty.
Something needs tinkering?
Jeez, this guy hasn't played a single Old Gods card yet.
I can fix anything.
Okay, so obviously we
The battle!
deal with the mech first
The battle!
in order to get that thing's attack a bit lower.
Battle! The battle!
Okay, that's very good. Hit that in there. Hit that in there. And equip that. Wow, I'm actually having a little bit of lag. Attack that in there. And then finally we can just do this. Come on. That. And then that.
Reporting for duty. Reporting for duty.
I see.
Okay, so I obviously don't want to die to fireball or anything shitty like that, so I'm not going to hit Loatheb with my face.
The battle!
I'm just going to do that. And I think I'm going to run this guy. Oh no, this guy. So let's do that.
Reporting for duty.
And then hit that in there, and hit that in there, and attack the rest of the stuff to the face.
The battle!
Welcome to the Grand Tournament, champion.
Okay, and that's pretty good. Even if he has an AoE, all of my Divine Shield guides will still survive. So I don't really know what the point was there. So we will obviously hit that in there. Run everything into the face, since even if he has AoE, like I said, he won't be able to kill them. And just to make sure that I survive, I will play Lay on Hands. And just use my hero power. Oh no, I shouldn't use my hero power, since in the very unlikely case that he has Doomsayer Frost Nova, I at least want to play something like the anti-kill bot next time, so I will just leave it like that.
I can fix anything.
Yeah, so that is GG. I'm really surprised by this guy, since he literally is playing a deck from about, like, holy shit, 6 or 7 months ago. He's really playing an old fucking deck. I don't think this thing even contains anything from Blackrock Mountain or the Grand Tournament, to be honest. So yeah, he's playing a really old deck.
Liadrin versus Anduin.
The light shall bring victory.
My hammer burns with holy fire.
Okay, this isn't too good, to be honest. Silverhand Regent is also actually a very slow card, so I will throw that away and hope to get Muster for Battle or something like that. Okay, this is actually a little bit better. Obviously I don't want Big Game Hunter in my opening hand, but it's at least better than the previous hand which I had.
Is someone injured?
Okay, so I will choose to not use my hero power right now, because otherwise, obviously, basically using my hero power equals giving him a free card, and I don't want to do that. So I will play Steward of Darkshire, and then if he deals with that, then next turn I can at least kill his stuff with my True Silver Champion. Okay, Villain's Chosen isn't too bad, since I will still be able to kill his guy with my True Silver Champion.
Burn.
So the plan right now is to do Stand Against the Darkness, and then in turn 6
Is someone
do
injured?
Quartermaster. So we will see if that will work out at all. Okay, so it's making that guy extremely big. That basically just means that I should hope to get equality pretty soon.
Reporting for duty.
Okay, that's not too bad. I still have a whole bunch of stuff to get more Silverhand recruits on the field.
Reporting for duty. Reporting for duty.
Okay, so I have two choices here. I can use the Keeper of Uldaman on that guy and then run two of them in and attack it with my face. Or I can play the Quartermaster and run three of my guys in there. Or I can play the Quartermaster and just run everything into the face. But this guy has +1 spell power, which means if he has another Holy Nova, then even if I played the Quartermaster, it will wipe my entire board basically, because it will deal 3 damage to these guys. So, that being said, I think it will be much better if I just play Keeper of Uldaman on that guy, since it saves me so much trouble. Okay, Hero Power and Quartermaster will be absolutely acceptable here. Getting 3 of these guys is pretty good. And then I will just attack it with my face. Hopefully he doesn't have something like Double Mind Blast or Prophet Valen Mind Blast or any of the Auchenai Soul Priest combos.
I wield the power.
So he definitely has a dragon in his hand, but there are so many dragons these days that you can't even speculate on which one it will be. So here I think if I just play Dr. Boom, then he's obviously going to run these things into my face, and that is going to hurt quite a bit. So I definitely don't want that to happen, but I can do this, this and this. Which will actually be pretty good. So let us see. Yeah, I think that will probably be the best. Just control the board, since if you can control the board against a priest, against a dragon priest, then that's actually really good, since dragon priests excel at just controlling the board. Okay, can I use Consecration here with good effect? Yes, I can. I can run that in there, that in there, that in there, then Consecration. The alternative is playing True Silver Champion, hitting that, and then running both of these in here. That will actually not be all that awesome. I think I should rather just use the Consecration and get good value from it while I can. So hit those in there, and then Knife Juggler, and using the True Silver Champion will be pretty good, so that I can gain back a little bit of HP. And I will basically try to rush him down before he can do any very huge stuff like playing Ysera or anything like that, since I really won't be able to deal with a Ysera all that well, since he still has a dragon in his hand. And I would not like to find out what that is. So we play those and play that. That basically makes this guy once again into a 2/2 for 2 with deal 3 damage. So that's actually extremely good. It's like a mini... what's that other card? It's basically like a mini Blackwing Corruptor, since Blackwing Corruptor deals 3 damage to whoever, so it's actually pretty damn good. So here I will just use my hero power and kill that guy. So like I said, I obviously want to kill him before he can do any huge stuff, and either if he played Alexstrasza or Deathwing, that definitely is what I would consider huge stuff. So fortunately we have the good old Big Game Hunter to deal with any of those two guys. Some people say that Big Game Hunter is dead, that they don't run Big Game Hunter in their deck anymore, but I just think those people don't know what they're talking about. Big Game Hunter is still an incredibly powerful card, even though it just costs 2 mana more. That 2 mana really doesn't do all that much. One thing that is cool to notice is that this guy's name is Dragon. So he had a Dragon Priest deck and his name is Dragon. I don't know if that is planned or anything like that, but okay. I've seen some people whose names are Jaina and then they play with Garrosh, or they play with Thrall or anything like that, but I think it's actually pretty cool if your name is Jaina and you're playing with Jaina Proudmoore. So finally we are on a win streak. I was actually on a win streak before I started playing, on a 4 win streak, because with this deck I tend to get on win streaks every now and then. Like I will play and then get on like a 4 win streak or a 5 win streak, and then I will have 1 loss, and then I will play again and I will get on a win streak once again. So I think we can probably play one more. I think one more for this video, just to round it off. But so far it's actually gone pretty damn good.
Liadrin versus Uther.
I will fight with honor.
My hammer burns with holy fire.
Okay, equality against the paladin isn't all that good, but consecration certainly is good against the paladin. So I will keep... It's about 50-50 whether I should keep Keeper of Ulderman or whether I should throw her away. I think I will throw her away, because I really need either Zombie Chow or Muster for battle to do very well against the paladin. And unfortunately I get another Keeper of Ulderman, and I get Lion Hands and Archfever Farm, which is very bad. I definitely don't want either of these 2 cards in my opening hand. And that also goes for Justicar True Art. Okay, Steward of Darkshire, I could play her right now with the coin, but that leaves me with basically no turn 3 option, since if I don't then draw a 3 mana card, then I'm basically screwed. Then I have to use my hero power next turn, so I definitely don't want to do that. That does not sound like a whole lot of fun to me. Silverhand Regent is pretty good. If I play it, then you will almost certainly run that guy and that guy in there, but I'm actually okay with that, so I will play the Silverhand Regent, and the next turn I can think of any options. Hopefully, maybe I can get Master for Battle pretty soon, and that will save me. And like I said, he ran that one and that one in there, so if I had Master for Battle right now, I would be able to deal with this shielded minibot quite easily, but unfortunately I do not have it yet. This board I will Consecration. This is actually a pretty good board to use Consecration on. Knife Juggler is extremely powerful, as I've said, so I will absolutely use it to get rid of it.
Reporting for duty.
Okay, so I can do something crazy like play Zombie Chow and play Keeper of Uldaman on the Zombie Chow, or I can just do Steward of Darkshire and Hero Power. That's also actually pretty good. Or I can play Hero Power and then coin Keeper of Uldaman on my own guy. I actually think that's the best option, unless my opponent has True Silver Champion. So we should just now hope that he does not have True Silver Champion. If he doesn't have it, then this option is by far the best.
Truth is my shield.
Okay, Sunwalker. That's pretty amazing. So let's go ahead and do this then.
Reporting for duty.
Okay, now I really need equality. So we can kill that thing, and I actually think we should. So let's run that in there, that in there, that in there, and then play that and that. That will allow us to do a big Quartermaster next turn if he does not have Consecration. There's a very good chance that he does have Consecration though. Okay, fortunately it seems that he doesn't have Consecration.
Speak to me.
Okay, this actually seems pretty damn good so far.
For duty. The battle! The battle!
This turn might be the turn that I win the game basically.
Engaging TC-130 until dislocated.
I see.
Okay, we will go for another Quartermaster,
To arms, men!
and that will allow us to kill that and that, and unfortunately I do have to be greedy. I don't have the luxury of doing the trades like trading this guy and this guy into his 2 big guys. I don't have that luxury. If I want to win, then I have to play very economical. Okay, Consecration is extremely good. So I will run that in there, and Consecration and Justicar True Heart. That's really good.
Welcome to the Grand Tournament, champion.
Oh, I actually should have run this in there first. That basically just means that he takes 2 less damage, but face damage in the end, like in the long run, really doesn't matter all that much, so it's just a little bit of a mistake.
I am Rafal, the supreme archaeologist.
Okay, this means that I should probably flood the board. So I will
Back to your
do that, and attack his face. Since now, depending on what he chose, I potentially have lethal on him, but it just depends on what he chose. If he chose the Timepiece of Horror, then I do not have lethal on him right now. It seems he chose the zombies, probably. Okay, Knife Juggler. That is not all that helpful right now. Okay, so I have 9 damage on him right now. 9 damage. So I can rather just control the board for now. And then the next turn... I really wonder what he took. If he took the thing that gives the 10-10 buff, then it's really bad. Then potentially he will be able to kill me. But let's just hope that he didn't take that one and that he doesn't hit it into my face. So we take that and we just play defensively for now. Attack that in there, that in there, that in there, that in there, and that to the face. Okay, here comes the zombies, I think. Okay, Began Hunter, that sucks. Okay, so here comes my zombies, and I don't think he has anything to counter this. So, I think these zombies will win the game for me.
None may steal our secrets.
Well played.
Yeah, so I win, fortunately. I don't know what he took, but I think he took zombies, probably.
Reporting for duty. Well played.
Well played.
So this guy's deck was very similar to mine, except that he has Shielded Minibot instead of Silverhand Regent. And if I look at his deck, I actually think that he also had Reno, that he had Reno Jackson in his deck, since he didn't play a single duplicate. So he probably had Reno Jackson, but it was probably in the bottom 12 of his cards, his remaining 12 cards. So yeah, all in all, it was basically the same as mine, except he had more taunts. He had like Sludge Belcher, Sunwalker, he had one weird card which is Murloc Knight, which really I didn't see any Murloc synergy in his deck, so it's a little bit weird that they would include that one, but okay, it is a pretty cool deck overall, which basically works on the same principle as mine, but fortunately I was able to plan ahead and to basically each and every turn force him to not play the zombies, since if he did play the zombies then he didn't get a lot of value. Like I played my board into a position where he had to trade, like there at the end he did the Elder Peacekeeper into my Steward of Darkshire, and that allowed me, because I knew that he was going to do that, so that's why I ran my Steward of Darkshire into his face. Then that allowed me to get an empty board, and that allowed me to play my zombies on a completely empty board. And even though he cleared off, I think 3 zombies, or 4 zombies actually, because I only had 3 zombies left, that still wasn't enough, since in order to kill all 7 zombies you really have to have something amazing like pyromancer equality, or consecration equality, or anything like that. So that was actually a very fun deck. It's cool to see other paladin decks which are similar to mine but just a little bit different. I of course like decks that are different to the normal meta, and that one certainly was different than the normal meta for the paladin. So yeah, that was I think 6 wins and 2 losses. To be honest, I have about a 80% win rate with this deck, which is actually pretty good. Let me check out here. Let's see here. Yeah, so currently with this iteration of the Lady Quarterdin deck, I have a 75% win rate, but on the North American server I have another version of this deck of Lady Quarterdin, and that has a 80% win rate, so that's extremely good. And I actually have another version of this deck. Let me see if I can actually see. Here we go. 11. Come on. Oh, it doesn't show my stats because I actually have altered this deck quite a few. Oh, there we go. There we go. You see there, 80% win rate with the previous version of this deck. The version, like as I said at the beginning of the video, this version included 2 sludge belchers and stuff like shielded minibot and piloted shredder, stuff like that. So with that one I have 80% win rate, and with this one I have a 67% win rate. You can see I have played a lot with this one. Basically the past 3 months I played with version 1.1, and now with my version 1.2 I still maintain basically a 75 to 80% win rate with this deck. So that's basically proof out of 8 games there, and come on, another 19 games there, and another, come on, it doesn't want to update now, it's a little bit slow for some reason, but basically I had like at least 40 games on my version 1.1, and so in total it's like 60 games almost that I played with all of the different iterations of Quarterdin, and over those 60 games I have a 80% win rate. So this deck is really damn good right now in my opinion, especially with the current meta, in this current Cthulhu Old Gods meta, because of course every month that goes on, the meta changes a little bit, the whole game changes a little bit, because new decks come in and new decks go out of fashion. So yeah, but currently this deck, and actually for the past 3 months, this deck has been extremely good, and I've been able to get a 80% win rate with it. So yeah guys, that's basically it. As I said, I will make a video which will basically be a guide to show you how to get Lady Quarterdin in about 2 hours. It takes about 2 hours to get her, which isn't all that much, and it's free. You just basically need to create a World of Warcraft account, which is free, and then you just follow my guide. I will upload the video pretty soon, and then you can get the sexy Lady Quarterdin, or at least Lady Lydrian skin. So yeah guys, that's it. Thanks a lot for watching, and I'll see you next time.
Ah, Hero, we were just talking about you.
This burden falls to you. Join me. We don't have much time.
Thank you. It's the least you can do to support this. The Alliance needs heroes like you more than ever.
I thank you.